In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on November 19, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Utah Jazz vs. Portland Trail Blazers. The Utah Jazz head to Moda Center in Portland, Oregon on Saturday night to face off against the Portland Trail Blazers. These two Northwest Division foes meet for the first time in 2022 to 2023, and the Jazz shoot for their 5th straight victory over the Trail Blazers. Utah is without Rudy Gay, who will miss his 3rd straight game due to a hand injury. On the other side, Portland misses Gary Payton II, while Keon Johnson is doubtful to play. The Utah Jazz have been in decent shape as they've won 5 of their last 8 games, and they will be eager to stay hot after outlasting the Suns in a 134-133 home win last night. Lauri Markkanen led the team with 38 points on 15 of 18 shooting. Malik Beasley added 27 points off the bench. Jordan Clarkson added 20 points, while Mike Conley scored 13 points with 10 assists. As a team, the Jazz shot 56% from the field and 16 of 31 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 42 points in the first quarter to build an early 19-point lead, which proved to be just enough as the Suns tied the scores in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, the Portland Trail Blazers have been in good form as they've won 4 of their last 6 games, but they will be looking to bounce back in this one after falling just short to the Nets in a 109-107 loss on Thursday. Damian Lillard led the way with 25 points and 11 assists. Anthony Simons added 24 points, while Shedon Sharpe chipped in with 20 points on 7 of 9 shooting off the bench. As a team, the Trail Blazers shot just 38% from the field and 13 of 36 from the three-point line as they poured in 33 points in the 2nd quarter to take control of the game, only to let their lead slip in the 3rd quarter, where they scored just 21 points. Still, the Trail Blazers were right there with the Nets in a close contest until the Nets' Royce O'Neal scored the game-winning tip-in shot to steal the game. Looking at the betting trends, the Jazz are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team above .600, and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Trail Blazers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record, and 11-4 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings overall, and the Jazz are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings overall. The Jazz will again be missing the injured Rudy Gay, while the Trail Blazers have ruled out Keon Johnson, and they've listed Nasser Little as questionable. Portland is already at home waiting for the Jazz, who have to host the Phoenix Suns on Friday night. Although the Jazz has been solid, this is a tough matchup for them as Portland is one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. Portland should be able to contain Utah's offense, which will also likely not be as potent given it is a back-to-back. The Trail Blazers, meanwhile, have been solid at home, and they are hitting their stride with McCollum and Simmons playing well. The Jazz have been one of the surprise teams of the league so far, and they will be full of confidence following last night's win over the Suns, but they're up against an underrated Trail Blazers team who are coming off a painful loss to the Nets. I'd be tempted to take the Jazz if the line was a bit higher, but as it stands, I'll stick with the Trail Blazers to bounce back at home. So the Portland Trail Blazers money line is our full game side pick. The under is also the way to go here, as you have Utah coming on a back-to-back, while Portland is one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. The Trail Blazers is 9-4-2 in hitting the under this season, while we have seen Utah's offense not be as good on the road compared to at home. Along with that, the pace of play will likely be slower, with the Jazz being on no rest. This season, Utah is playing at a pace of 103, which ranks 11th, while Portland plays at a pace of 99.3, which is tied for 27th. Meanwhile, in Utah's last 10 games, they are averaging 230 points per game, while Portland's games are averaging just 205 points per game. Portland doesn't have the best offense, but is winning games on its defense. San Antonio Spurs vs. Los Angeles Clippers. The San Antonio Spurs continue their road trip as they travel to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers on Saturday night. The Spurs have dropped 3 straight games and are now 6-10 on the season. The Clippers come into this game at 9-7 and are now 7-3 in their last 10 games. The San Antonio Spurs have been in dreadful form as they've lost 8 of their past 9 games, and they will be hoping to put an end to a 3-game skid after getting thrashed by the Kings in a 130-112 road loss on Thursday. Devin Vassell led the way with 29 points on 11 of 19 shooting. Keita Bates-Diop added 16 points on 7 of 11 shooting, while Tre Jones chipped in with 15 points and 4 assists. As a team, the Spurs shot 54% from the field and 11 of 26 from the three-point line as they allowed 37 points in the first quarter to fall behind early before allowing another 41 points in the fourth quarter to lose big in the end. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Clippers have been in great shape as they've won 7 of their past 10 games, and they will be looking to build on Thursday's 96-91 win over the Pistons. Reggie Jackson led the way with 23 points on 7 of 12 shooting. Marcus Morris and Paul George each scored 16 points, while Norman Powell chipped in with 14 points off the bench. As a team, the Clippers shot 40% from the field and 11 of 30 from the three-point line, which aren't great numbers, but this win was about their scrappy defense as they held the Pistons to just 37% shooting from the field and 6 of 31 from the three-point line. Looking at the betting trends, the Spurs are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, and 19-8 against the spread in their last 27 games overall. The Clippers are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 home games, 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 games against a team with a losing record, and 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team below .400. Head-to-head, the under is 5-0 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Spurs are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Los Angeles. The Spurs could be shorthanded again as Jakob Poeltl and Devin Vassell are both questionable, while the Clippers are at full strength except for Luke Kennard, who is ruled out again. The Spurs have been the coldest team in the league over their past 9 games, and they were barely competitive against the Kings in their last outing despite 29 points from Vassell, who could be out for this one. The Spurs have been terrible on the West Coast, and although the Clippers struggle offensively, they play so well defensively that they should be able to limit San Antonio's offense, which is why they win games. The Spurs are terrible defensively, which is who the Clippers beat, as their offense can score enough points against San Antonio's defense while they can defend well enough to take care of business. The Clippers are prone to slow starts, which makes the job harder than it has to be, but they shouldn't have too much trouble taking down the Spurs at home. So the Los Angeles Clippers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The better way to attack this game is the under, which has been massively profitable for Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are the best under team in the NBA, while the Spurs are also an under team, and now 2 of the worst offenses go at one another. The Spurs play at a pace of 104, which ranks 7th, but they miss a ton of shots, while Los Angeles plays at a pace of 100.6, which ranks 21st. In their last 10 games, San Antonio is averaging 226 points per game, but that includes game when the Raptors scored 143 and the Warriors scoring 132 among others. Los Angeles, meanwhile, is averaging 210 points per game. This game is different as both teams' offenses have struggled terribly. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.